The human rights comment that was just published looking at the issue of misuse of terror laws affecting freedom of expression is something that I find of great importance for the Council of Europe member states. I think it's the right time to start really talking about this issue openly, and the states that were mentioned, including Turkey, France, United Kingdom, Spain, and Russian Federation. Based on the legislation those countries adopted in order to fight terrorism, which is something that I think is really important, and it is legitimate right of any government to make our societies safer, but not at the expense of human rights, and in this particular case, freedom of expression. Turkey adopted several laws that were also tackled in several reports by my office previously. Of course, I'm looking at this issue constantly, and because the laws that are created in order to fight terrorism made some people's life and work impossible in Turkey, and there are many that are imprisoned, facing charges because they are labeled as potential terrorists or engaging in terrorist activities. This is an issue that I intend to follow and also to raise with the Turkish authorities during my next visit. Well, I did not see the official reply. Of course, there is a lot ongoing in media. What I think is important that Turkey complies with their human rights obligations. And also what we have to take into account is procedural issues that are matter for the courts now. I do follow closely this case, and I do hope that Turkey will comply with the decision. Well, I announced that I will submit a third-party intervention in the case of Osman Kavala. I explained in my public statement very clearly the reasoning behind it. It was made also, the decision was made after the arrest of 13 prominent Turkish academicians and activists that are now released, except one, in order to really put focus on this particular case that I think creates enormous chilling effect in civil society in Turkey. The submission is not made yet. It is on the way. It will be made public very soon. So at this stage, you know, I cannot talk about details. But the main reason is actually the fact that Mr. Kavala is imprisoned for more than a year in Silivri without any indictment. He's a well-known philanthropist, an activist, a person that my office see as a partner as well. But this is not the main reason. The main reason is the fact that I do not believe that people should sit in prison without indictment, and for me this is not seen as a independent judicial judgment. It is more seen as a political pressure on a person that is important for the civil society in Turkey.